welcome back to TerraFirmaCraft Reloaded 2. So at the end of the previous episode, you would have seen me say, or heard me say something to the effect of, "The next time you see me, I'll have a full set of bismuth bronze armor," or whatever. And that was going to be the case. In fact, I made that entire set of armor. But as you may have seen, unless I was completely inept at editing the beginning of this episode, it's gone. It's gone. I died, and it's gone. Right over there, actually. Quite far away from home. About 2,300 bucks, give or take. And by the time I got back, all the items had despawned. There is no grave marker. It's gone. So that happened. Now, all of that happened on stream, so it was witnessed. Hopefully I'll be able to actually get the footage off of Twitch. I'm pretty confident that I can, but you never know. I've remade my tools because I had my bismuth bronze pickaxe with me. I also foolishly brought along my iron axe, or pickaxe, and that is now gone. I have since reforged. I now have a new bismuth bronze pickaxe, as you see in my hand. I have a new axe and shovel, and next to that you might notice that I have a new wrought iron warhammer, which is especially good for making skeletons go squish. As such. Very squish. So that's wonderful. Now, what's not wonderful is the fact that all of my armor is gone. So I will genuinely have to make a whole new set, which I'm not exactly thrilled about, but I mean, it is what it is. So I'm gonna be doing some work here. I'm back over in the acacia forest. This is where I've been gathering my charcoal, which I've been burning through very quickly because that is what happens whenever you're working in the Iron Age. Charcoal just doesn't really stick around anymore. Another thing that I'm wanting to do is gather acacia wood, which I'm guessing you can tell from the area that I'm in isn't exactly gonna be hard. So that's gonna be a thing. Once all of this charcoal, once all the charcoal's made out of this, out of all this wood, I'm going to dig it up. I'll probably make a new barrel so I can store my goodies, and I will take that charcoal back home. But before I head home, what I will do is cut down a few more trees and maybe gather a few saplings, not sure. Just gonna gather a good bit of wood and dip. I'm thinking I might gather some saplings actually, just so I can try to regrow the acacia wood, or the acacia trees, closer to home. Not that it's a super long trek, it's about 1,000 meters, 1,300 meters from home, so it's not terrible. So I can make the trip whenever I need to, really, but it'd be nicer to have a tree or two close to home, especially if I just need to quickly whip something up. All right, so I'm gonna bury this. I don't think I have enough dirt to do that though. Not at all. Let me then dig up a little bit of dirt. But once I have this going, then I can get all the charcoal. I don't know how long I'm gonna stick around here. Oh, one of the reasons, or the reason that I went out to the area that I died in was because I wanted to find some gold, and that area is an andesite area, which means that gold can generate, which is fantastic. Which is fantastic. I did end up finding some, and that's around the same place that I died at, actually. Let's go ahead and toss you on. But I had to go back. Once I went back and found that all my stuff was gone, I went back again. And keep in mind, I didn't have a boat. I had to run or swim that whole distance. It's all the way down here. So the gold, you see that little red, reddish orange marking right there? Those are support beams. So I dug into this area and found the gold right here. So it wasn't a whole lot, and it was poor quality. So I have 12 poor native gold, and I have 7 small, little sample size ones that you find on the surface. I have some of that back at home. So I'm going to combine all that together, and that's going to make enough gold for a, let's see where you are. Gold. You. Gold cap. Requires just a bronze sheet, so that's a double ingot, so that's 2 ingots. Easy stuff. Alright, things are getting a little bit weird. Oh, hi. Hey, could I maybe get a piece of your armor there, sir? Ow. I'm guessing that's ow. I'm guessing that's a no. Ow, ow. Thank you for letting me... Oh, jeez, you're tall. Okay, but no fancy armor. Unfortunate. Alright, so let me cut down a few more of these trees. And then I think I'll head back and start getting a little bit of work done. So I need to make those gold caps. That won't be too hard. I'd also like to make some iron caps. And as you can surely guess, I'm doing all this because I think it is about time that I get into ThermaCraft. Unfortunately, it doesn't have a lot of the ThermaCraft add-ons that I really like. For example, having the Everburn urn. I've always been a fan of that. I was really hoping it was in, because I could use that to kind of exploit some things to make lava power, but that's not the case, so I'll just have to live with that. But that's alright. So I will go ahead and finish up with the charcoal, and then I will boat my way back home and get some stuff going. I'll get my iron back up. I might go do a little bit of digging. I don't have that much acacia wood. I'll gather some more of that. I'll make my barrel right now, actually, and I'll gather some magnetite from underneath, I think. Whoopsie. From down in the cave from last part. And then once that's done, then I'll head back. So, all right. I'll see you then. Alright, just got back home, just got off the boat. I know because there's been a little bit of change because of the stream. I cut down some of the trees that were out here, replanted them. I tried to make a wooden pickaxe via Tinker's Construct. That was worthless. I have these, and while I was down in the cave just a little bit ago, I found 3 more. Just kind of chilling. I'm gonna do that. And eat that experience. I didn't get that many logs. I mean, I guess it's a decent amount, but it's not too much. And I didn't get as much... that torch just went out. I didn't get as much charcoal as I was hoping for, but you'll notice I do have some coal. I found a coal vein, so that was pretty useful. There are the sticks. Okay, for a second I thought my barrel was gone. There we go. There's a torch. Gimme. Thank you. Get everything nice and lit back up. I was able to find some jute while I was out and about during the stream. The first time I found it, it was not matured, and then the second time I found it, it was matured. It's like things grow or something when you don't pick them. Whoopsie. So one thing I want to do is maybe work on a house, because I'm not too happy with the little living situation that I have. It's not the best. There's my new iron pick, by the way. I do still need to make a new pro pick because mine is gone. I also need to work on a new bed, but I think that's what the jute is going to be good for. Alright, none of this is gone. All this is still up and surviving, so I'm going to toss some charcoal in there. Toss the coal in here. Let's move the magnetite. Put that right in here. So this makes up for, and goes over, the amount that I spent earlier. So I have more graphite, or not graphite, magnetite than I did earlier. So, yay, profit. Oh, there's still a little bit left. Cool. Cool. And there's the gold. Put that in there. I know everything's minimally organized, not very organized. So because these 2 ingots have been worked, it won't let me put them away. So I might just use them for something else. So let's get this forge going, which I need my fire starter for if it's not already broken, which is very possible. Looks like it. Oh, I did make some wooden press. Oh, that's what I forgot to do. I forgot to harvest the reeds that I had growing. Oh, there's the jute. I'll put that away. Where are you? Whoa, that was weird. I have some reeds growing over here. Because I need paper. If I'm going to get into ThermaCraft, I have to get paper. And I have none. So I have some of this stuff planted. Hoping that it'll grow at a reasonable rate. But if not, then it's just a matter of being patient. Once I have the reeds grown up enough... Actually, no, I do have enough reeds. Yes! So it says waste, that's fine. All of those are going to turn into cellulose fiber, which I can then lay out in the sun, and it'll turn into paper, I think. Pretty sure that's how that works. We'll figure that out here in a minute. But that's probably going to take a little bit of time. I had to make some more jugs because all of mine broke, and while I was out and about at the that other landmass, the jug that I had broke, so I really need to work on getting a water skin. I need to go hunting, like actually animal hunting, in the relatively near future. I haven't seen any animals really on this island in a long time. I mean, there's been pigs, but I also need to go out and explore to try to find the fire shards that I'd found previously. No idea where that all that stuff is, so gonna have to go looking for that. Let's put this barrel down now that we have all of our stuff here. So here's all the jute seeds I was able to acquire, so it's actually kind of a lot. I've been collecting the zombie flesh, or the rotten flesh and the zombie brains, thinking that maybe it could be useful at some point, but I'm not really sure. So I guess we'll find that out at some point. Did I ever? No, I never did. Where are my sticks? I might have used them all. Totally used them all. I don't know why I don't just use the door. I always try to jump over that. Okay, so let's grab a couple sticks. Thank you. Make a new fire starter. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Alright, but yeah, this was the little Tinker's Construct stuff that I set up. So basically, in case you are unaware, somehow, so there are patterns. You have to make the blank pattern. This is how you make it. It has to be this order. Sticks like this and lumber like this. I tried it the other orientation. It didn't work, and it took me way too long to figure out why. So that's a thing. So you can make a lot of things. You can even make the wooden pickaxe that I showed you, but like I said, it's basically worthless. I tried getting the iron bloom out of the smeltery with it. Not smeltery, the bloomery, and it didn't work. So I'm gonna try maybe using it on this. It's a whole lot of no. How about this? Whole lot of no. Okay, so you cannot use Tinker's Construct to try to bypass some of the early stages. Just so that you're aware. You can't just make a wooden pick and run with it. And I did not see an option for a stone pick. I tried using... Well... Did I? No. Okay. That doesn't work. Let me try the actual cobblestone. Excuse me. There we go. Do I have any cobble? Might not have any cobble. What are you? You're quartzite, you're dactite. Do I have any other quartzite? I totally do. There. Make a piece of cobble. That just showed up a stone. Ooh. But it has its durability of 0. I'm thinking that's probably gonna be a no. I mean, I'm gonna make it, but I'm pretty confident that it's gonna be a no. I don't have any sticks laying around, do I? I know I just looked for that, but nope. So that's honestly one thing that I am surprisingly bad at keeping up with is sticks. Okay, so here's a few. Ooh, actually, I could have just used a plank. I could totally just use a plank. So do that, put in the plank. Oh. Maybe not. That's fine. So make the binding. So here's a stone pickaxe. Oh, it literally has a durability of 0. Wow. But does it work? Doesn't look like it. It sure doesn't. Okay. So yeah, you definitely cannot use Tinker's Construct. God, I threw that far. You definitely cannot use Tinker's Construct to try to bypass some of the early stages. You've seen it here. It no work. Alright, so let's lay out some of this. There we go. Nice little log pile. How are you doing? Okay, still working on that. Not entirely sure how long that's going to take, but that's totally fine. Ooh, the forge. I totally forgot that the forge was running. Probably should have put some of this stuff in there. Oh well. Alright, so we'll toss you in. Yeah, I just burned through way too much charcoal just because I wasn't paying attention. I'm wondering how many of you were just screaming at me about that. My bad. Alright, so I'll heat this metal back up. This is the only one that I'm worried about in regards to time constraint, because that's the only one of these that can actually melt. Okay, get them nice and hot and toasty. Maybe a little bit faster than it is right now. Once that's heated up, I think I'm gonna use the... I think I was using that for the Pro Pick, but I don't actually remember what I was making out of that. Oh, now I remember. I was making a tool, but then another piece of bismuth got hot faster, so I just used the other piece instead of this piece, so that left this piece just sitting around. I was also gonna make a wrought iron Pro Pick, but I think I'm just gonna make a bismuth bronze Pro Pick instead. And I'll use this wrought iron for something else. I'm not entirely sure what I want to use it for, though. I don't have much iron left. Like, these are the only 3 ingots that I have available. Because I used 2 for the hammer and 1 for the pickaxe, and that's 3 of the 6 that I made. And here's the other 3 right here. So I'm definitely going to use 2 of them to make the iron cap. Let's see, so that should be in here. Yes, and it makes 2 of them, which is very good. So it's just a double ingot to do that, and then it's just immediate that. Now, this thing should be just like regular ThermaCraft is, because you need the Thermonomicon, which the only way to do that is by right-clicking on a bookshelf, which means I need a bookshelf. Now, I'm thinking I can do all the paper stuff that I'm working on right now and try to make one that way, or... big or here, I can... Where are you? Go over here. What is that sound? I can go over to that dungeon and see if I can run around in there and find myself a bookshelf, because sometimes there are like library-like things in there, so that's a possibility. All right, so let's make this. Draw, nope, bend, draw, bend, draw, punch. Gotcha. 18%. That's just fantastical. So yellow can work. I think it's okay. Yeah, I'll give it a shot. Bend, punch. Bend, punch. Come on, bend, punch. There we go. You're gonna cool down really fast though, aren't you? There we go. Alright, so those are nice and hot. I do need to get these to weld. What should I do with this last piece? I have 1 extra ingot, so I need to think of exactly what I can do. I can make an iron rod. I don't know what that's going to be good for. Iron trestle, iron flan, a compass piece. That would be interesting. Like, there's so many different things that I could potentially make, but I'm not entirely sure what I want to use it for. Ooh, the iron armor looks interesting. Like a halberd, I mean, that's for slashing. That's going to take 2, I'm sure. Yeah, it takes a double ingot, which I think is the same amount that it takes for a regular sword. There's all the different tools. I don't really need to make anything out of that, though. I might just hold on to it, to be honest. Yeah, I think honestly I'll just hold on to the extra piece. Is this the one that's been worked? Yes. Weld those together. Oh, right, I have to hammer it into a sheet. There's the sheet. Make the... Wait, is it cap or wand caps? I'm guessing that one? Whoops. This is not working for me. There we go. Iron caps. Okay, so we have our first piece. I guess I'll go ahead and just take out that ingot because I'm just gonna let it be its own thing. All right, so we'll take our stick, we'll take our iron cap, and there we have it. The iron capped wooden wand. ThermaCraft is go. I'm so excited. All right, so now I need to use that gold. Oh, I totally forgot about something. The thermometer. That's 2 more gold sheets. That's so much more gold than I thought I needed. Also the shards. Oh man, I totally forgot about all of that. Okay, so we're gonna start getting into ThermaCraft soon then, but I have to go do a lot more gold mining. So possibly between episodes, I'm gonna go out and find some more gold, or maybe I'll do it on screen, we'll see. But I think that is about all the time I have, to be honest. I'm trying to cut things down in regards to time by quite a bit. Let's quickly cool down this iron. Here we go. And how are you doing? Still in the waste section, so hopefully by next episode that will be the cellulose fiber and we can get that going. But until then, I'm gonna do a little bit of work off cam, probably not too much. I might throw in a stream here or there. Not exactly sure, but we'll see. We'll see. I'll keep you all updated. But all right, thank you very much for joining, and I hope you all have a wonderful evening. I'll see you later.